So, okay. We're gonna try this whole weird, let's talk to a device thing and be looked at from it. Interesting? I say yes. First off, I have no idea what I'm doing. Second off, we're gonna discuss privacy matters with famous people. Somewhat famous people, oh my god. We're gonna try not trying to contact them anymore. Let's not add them on Snapchat ever again. Let's not check their Facebook because you found their personal account. Gotta really tone down the fangirl thing. I can't even find Jared Padalecki's crap, and this is just way too easy. It's way too accessible. I feel like crap for it. I feel like I shouldn't have done it, and I'm so sorry. So, yeah, oops, I guess, I don't know. I'm looking at myself in lenses right there. I was telling my friend about this, that I don't look at the lens very often. When I try to, I get like really bug-eyed, and it's really weird. So, lengthy kind of deal, and I don't know what to say. I feel like this is like a dumb apology that I'm never gonna post, never gonna vlog like this. I don't even like the term. It's just, you're recording yourself. You have nothing better to do. I'm in a wheelie chair, by the way. I'm watching myself with a wheelie chair. Excuse my terrible acne. I'm a normal human being with terrible acne. Oh god. So, I don't know. This is weird. It's like talking to a new friend, and except you get to see the world from their eyes. And it's kind of interesting to see myself make my facial features, and I'm trying really hard to not act out of normal character, I guess. Normal personality, I don't know. So I guess looking over to my left is like a thing. I don't know, it's better than 15 seconds on Instagram to make me have to rethink about what I want to say. I don't know, maybe I should do a weird introduction thing. Hi. Cell phone. It's weird. I don't know. It's a lot harder than what it pans to me. You like sit there and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm even doing this. I don't film myself. This is awkward. Excuse me. What made me to decide on this? See, look, I'm like all worried about angles and stuff. Oh god. Look, I'm 213 pounds, and I am 5 foot. I am quite round. I have a little bit of insecurity, just like the rest of you. It sucks, but it's manageable, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Crap. But anyway, why I started trying to do this. I recorded audio, just straight audio today, of me trying to sing. I never had any professional help lessons, nothing, never was inquired, nothing. And I attempted to sing, and I noticed I didn't want to just start the voice recorder on here with just straight out. I felt it was impersonal, and plus it gave me a chance to kind of get rid of like the jitters of like just trying to not, I guess, be nervous, even though it was just me. I was sending it to a friend, so I was kind of like, I knew that I kind of had an audience in a way. Not that I have an audience right now, per se, but it's just, I wanted to try this because I haven't done this in a while. I used to have a video camera, I used to film myself all the time, and then it became a weird obsession, and I apologize for the terrible lighting. I only have one lamp in here, and I'm not like all ready to do this as a YouTube thing. I don't plan on becoming a YouTuber, and we say that, and then in my head I'm going, but what if you did? And this is the first thing you ever recorded yourself, and I go, no, no, this is not gonna be a first, and I don't know if it's even gonna be a last, or it is a last. I don't know. I'm still watching myself. This is weird. I'm cracking myself up. It's so conceited. It's so bad. I'm like aware. I'm aware of how I'm speaking, and I guess I don't know. I don't have a really specific thing to talk about. Maybe I should start writing down topics and try and do one of these a day. I don't know why. Honestly, if it wasn't such a common deal, I would more than likely like post Let's Plays. I love gaming. I'm sorry. Like, how can you not love that Xbox over there? If you can see it, and if you can't, I apologize. Really, it's a thing. It's an Elite with a Pro hard drive. How wrong is that? Yeah, I got one of the, old school, as you new schoolers say, old school consoles. You and your Xbox Ones that I actually really want. So we won't go there. So I don't know. I am bad at talking about me. I'm bad if it's known. If I ramble, I'm good at it, I guess. I just don't. I don't like being overconfident. I don't like sitting here going, hi, this is me, I'm doing this is myself, because I know I'm sitting here like, that's not who I am. I'm not one to just open up and talk about myself. I like to be asked, which is awkward, because then when no one asks, you get oddly, like, upset, and it's really dumb. It's a dumb feeling. I guess, it's spinning in the wheelie chair. And, kick the dog on accident. Whoops. And I'm talking low because I don't really know what I'm doing. And it's weird. I'm leaning on a freaking end table, for God's sakes, on my laptop. And holding up my phone. If you can't tell, good, great. Quality all the way, 10 out of 10, or whatever the fuck people say anymore. So, how are you as a person? How are you doing? And see, I ask that and I look at myself and I go, I'm crappy. I have no reason or why to do anything with myself. And that's not an answer everyone likes to hear. That's not an answer everyone likes to tell. I don't think a lot of people are brave enough to tell the answer, and I've been through too much to sit there and go, oh yeah, here's a bunch of bull crap, and allow me to just spit it at you. No, I'm not that person, and I can't. I've run out of excuses, and it's sad because this is what I've resorted to. I'm confessing to a cell phone camera that is facing me, and I'm in terrible lighting, and I'm probably overtired. It's 4 in the morning. Freaking birds are chirping. This is stupid. Why am I even doing this? Oh yes, because I'm trying something new, and I guess that's a theme. If I even can think of one, that's really weird. I'm sorry, I scroll a lot and apologize a lot for stupid crap that normally human beings do. I'll breathe your air and feel bad later on, don't worry. So, I don't really know what to say. I don't like being scripted either, because that's not yourself. Sure, if I wrote down something and like, here, talk about this, I'm like, okay, for how long? That's another weird thing, is I'm not aiming to become somebody. I'm just here. And it's weird, because I have people who say you're somebody. That's really hard to admit that you believe them up to a point. It's when when you got people around, you're like, yeah, I'm somebody, and then you realize they will leave, and then nobody really comes around. You start blaming yourself. You start saying, well, what if it's me? What if I'm boring? What if, what if it's my fault? What if, I'm not into all the right things, and that's why I don't have friends anymore? Or, just really random crap that I guess maybe I should stop blaming myself for. People can suck. Friends suck. Oh my god, people around here can be shady. They can leave you and never once look back until they need you or till something significant in their lives happens and they have to tell you because maybe you were part of it, maybe you related to it. And I'm so over feeling hurt because I don't necessarily feel like I'm an asset to someone's life. I feel like I'm more of a burden, and I've gotten over friends wanting to seek out better people to hang out with, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not a terrible person. I have my faults, and everybody has their faults. And I apologize, I'm not looking at this thing, and I don't believe that I'm subject to right now. I write more than I speak, and maybe this will help me with my speech, because I suck at talking. And I live in my words that I type out and internally narrate myself, and it's freaking terrible. I shouldn't be able to write and you hear my emotions through it exactly as if I was talking to you. I should be able to do both, and I can't, and it sucks. But back to the friends thing. So I guess I found my topic. I'm a depressed person. I have anxiety. I'm not just laying it out there just because. Like, I got the fear of leaving the house one. I can't remember what it's called, and someone just looked it up for me today and gave me the term. I find myself checking out, like, you could be talking with me and I could be having like a really off day or something, and my brain will just check out. I will just no one's home, and it sucks because it's like it takes me longer to get things, and I don't like feeling like that. I don't like feeling like I'm not performing or functioning the way someone should. And when it shows in front of somebody and they kind of look at me funny, like, what are you doing? And I don't have an answer, is when it's like so nerve-wracking because you can't explain it, and then there's some people who understand, there's some people who don't, and then, here I go rambling, and here I am sitting here totally running every which way with this conversation when I was just trying to explain that, back to me being weird. And I sit here and day in and day out, and I can sit here stationary, and then you have the normal people who are completely going to say, why don't you get a job, go do something with yourself, go to college. I have a terrible domino effect with myself that I cannot fix. I cannot fix it. I cannot break the cycle, and I say I cannot because I have tried. And I get so far, and then all of a sudden I have to focus on one thing. If I am not cut off from everybody and just focusing on the thing, and I try and balance social life with like work or social life with school, I lose my whole sense of what I need to do and go do what I want to do, because I have no ability to know that is what my future is. I don't think ahead when it comes to terms with things that I need to do. And if you relate and you're watching this, I'm sorry. I don't have advice for us. I don't have advice right now. And if I get it, if I get it, sorry that my speech is weird. I talk faster than I think they talk, so I don't know. Just, you get it. And it's very hard to sit and listen day by day of someone, doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how close I am with them, to sit and listen to someone just be so broken and want to talk about their problems. And I sit there and I try and assess the situation. I try and make sure that I tell them something they don't hear all the time, and I want to go against the grain with advice, because people get tired of sorry, people get tired of it'll get better. And when I have to come down to that, that's when I realize that maybe it's time that I stop trying to give advice and trying not to necessarily play God or tell someone what to do. But what if I just stop? And then I feel like I failed them. I feel like I've tapped out too early. Like there's something more I could have done, and sometimes there isn't. And it's when I find myself distancing is when I realize that I am unable to save the world. Myself personally. So for those who like to give advice and can't understand why suddenly the doormat feature has suddenly been added to your personality, that's why. It's because people are unable to see, when they're truly trying to be cared for. And it stinks because a lot of people are selfish like that. And I, myself, have done it. I've done it with certain situations to where I knew how it was supposed to go in my head. And someone brought it to my attention to a new light. And when I tried to alter it, I had a battle with myself. And eventually I just quit talking to that person. And I shouldn't have. Because, I'm not always right. A lot of times I am wrong. I'm wrong and I'm foolish and I do things and I worry later. Or not at all. Until it's brought to my attention. So, great on me. It's, I don't mean to break myself down. This is stupid. I'm sitting here smiling at it because I get to watch this play back and I get to hear myself just ramble, and I get to listen to what pathetic sounds like, and it's stupid. And I'm not even looking for anybody's words. I'm not looking for anybody to write anything. I'm not looking for a response from anyone. I'm literally sitting here looking to just talk for once without fear of opinion, of advice, of something being said that I don't want said, something I want to listen to. We all have it. We all have that feature where it's just like you don't want to hear that one thing, and that one friend who honestly is probably one of the best people you will ever run into in your sad, pathetic life is probably going to say the one thing that you probably should listen to, and when you don't, and when they were right, and you have to go back and admit, it sucks. And don't even say that, I'll never have to admit it. Eventually you either admit it to them or yourself. And when you admit it to yourself, and they're not around for you to give them the credit they should have been given, that is the worst feeling in the world. It is. Because then you have to live with it for the rest of your life that you, in fact, just didn't go with it. You made a mistake, and now you can't get your closure on it or whatever. Excuse me. And it's, I don't know, it's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, I come from Tumblr world. No, I do have one, but it's hard admitting mistakes. I don't know, it's hitting 20 minutes on my timer right now. I'm going to almost remember everything I've said so far, and I don't. I'll watch this back and probably delete it. I'll probably delete this and sit here and go, well, that was fun.